Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for you guys today, we are going to be doing a full face of makeup under $10, which is, if you're from like the UK, which I very much, you know what, maybe. I know there's at least one person on here who's from the UK. I think $10 roughly is like roughly 8-ish pounds. There are a couple of products that don't translate that way, like some of the Milani ones I use, they're like $10 or less here, but I know they're like more expensive over there. I don't know why that doesn't make sense. But anyway, yeah, basically everything today we used is $10 or less. Most of it was much less than that. But if you guys like these types of videos, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I would very much greatly appreciate it. And we are almost at 200 subscribers. Can we please just like push me over the edge of 200 subscribers? I would very much greatly appreciate it. And anyway, with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is prime, and I have 2 primers, I think. Let me see. Yes, I do. Okay, I have the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Sensitive Skin Primer, and then I also have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop one, and so I'm gonna use this one first because this one is supposed to be moisturizing, and I could use a little moisturizer. Is it going again? Yeah, okay. This is what it looks like. I've never used this one before, but I did find it at Dollar Tree, which means they're probably discontinuing it, or it was just old. One of the two, but it doesn't smell bad or anything. So let's rub with, and probably should have done my eyeshadow first, but oh well. I've got like an under the skin acne breakout right here, and it's bugging the shit out of me because I'm trying not to pick anymore, right? But it's difficult not to pick, especially like when I rub my skin. I can feel all the little bumps that are right there. I find it so dang difficult not to pick. Get out of my way, hair. I thought about cutting off all my hair again just to like help with this, but I don't know. I'm also trying to grow it out, so I'm gonna mix of contradictions. Okay, so that is really moisturizing. I also added like a nice lovely sheen to my skin. So we're also going to amp that up with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer. This is like $8, and even this one I think at normal price is only like 10 at most. It's like, I think it's closer to 5 than 10, but yeah. Okay, e.l.f. I love this stuff. I want to get another one of these, and then also like the mint one so bad, because this stuff is like glue for your face. And I just put this everywhere that like, I also really want to try the Milk Hydro Grip, but this one is, I mean, do you see? It looks like I've been sweating. Looks like I've been working out, and I haven't been. Isn't that amazing? Not really, but yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So for foundations, I have 2, because one of them I want to try and use again, but it's way too light for me, to the point that even my palest concealer is too dark. So I have 2 foundations. I'm gonna be mixing the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation, which I'm pretty sure is about $8 at Ulta, and the e.l.f. Satin Flawless Satin foundation, which is $6 at Target and Walmart, I think. So I'm just gonna do like a pump of each. And this one's real matte, and then this one is kind of like a satiny finish. So between these 2 products and the amount of like glowy stuff I just put on my face, I'm thinking we'll be fine. Texture wise, I need to put my bangs back though. Do I have a clip? No, and I just had one and I can't find it now. Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and kind of swirl these together and then just begin. One of these smells. Do you see the coverage? Can you see the amount of coverage on that? Like, my skin has got so much redness on it. This is... And that would be the LA Girl one, because the e.l.f. one doesn't... I'm thinking it's the LA Girl one that smells like old lady, too. Okay, I'm gonna mix a little more foundation on my hand. Do another pump. Pump. And then just kind of swirl and whirl. Yeah, this has like an insane amount of coverage. Alright, so other than being like way too light, I mean the foundations are fine mixed together. I will say if it weren't for the fact that we added on 2 primers that are both very hydrating, I don't think this would look as good as it does at the moment, and I'm not sure how good it's going to stay looking. I mean, it's like way too pale for me. How good it's going to stay looking once it starts to like settle in and dry down, because it is very matte. Like, even with that satin foundation mixed in, that LA Girl one is still super matte. But anyway, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. This is $5 at Walmart. And I'm just gonna put this where I would normally conceal, and to help brighten my face a little bit, because right now I am feeling very dulled down. All that like luminosity we had from those 2 primers, I mean, it's pretty much gone. And it will be completely gone by the time we set our face. And then with that concealer, I'm also going to be using, I'm going to be doing a cream contour. So I really need to find clips to pin my hair back is what I need. Hold on 1 minute. Commercial break again. Will that work? That'll work for right now. I'm going to be taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Almond to cream contour with. This is, I think it's $6 at Ulta. So we're just gonna cream contour this face, and hopefully that'll help with deepening things up as well, or making it less ghostly. I don't cream contour very often because I don't contour very often anymore. Like, I used to do it all the time, and then I realized I'm just not very good at it. But cream contour blends in a little bit better. the fun part is going to be the fact that I'm wearing a white sweatshirt, and this is very brown. Okay, let's blend in the concealer first. Where's my brush? Right here. And I'm just gonna, let's do this part first. So it's pretty much blended in. So I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just do the rest. And just blend that contour back into the hairline and up my chin. Okay. Alright, so there's that. For powder, I have two that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Powder, which is only $1. For under my eyes, just make sure there aren't any crinkly bits. And just use this powder to set. I will say if you're going to be taking like flash photography, I probably wouldn't use this because this isn't really translucent. It's basically white, but they have many different shades on their website, so you should be able to find a color that'll work for you. I just grabbed the palest one. Hot yesterday. Okay, I gotta tell you guys something funny. Yesterday at work, I had on makeup yesterday, right? Like, I put on makeup before I went to work because I woke up kind of a little bit early and I was a little bit bored. So I went to work yesterday, and one of the regulars that comes into my job came up to the service desk and he's like, "Hey, you have color in your face for once." I'm like, "Yeah, I put on makeup this morning. I was bored, but I enjoy looking like a vampire most of the time." And he just looked at me really funny. Like, what the heck are you talking about, girl? Alright, and then for the loose setting powder, I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun one. I don't mind the smell, plus this will help even out the color a little bit, because this does have a bit of a tint to it. Not a lot. But it's like extra coverage translucent, or translucent extra coverage, so this will help get this back down to like my actual skin tone versus like mostly ghostly. Now, not that I mind looking a little bit ghostly, but like also I love bronzer. I am a vampire who loves bronzer. And then I'm just gonna set like a little bit on my forehead, because I don't want creepy forehead wrinkles. Okay, so there's the powder. We are going to do eyeballs next, and I'm going to speed up through that process. But the palette I'm going to be using is the Beauty Bay Bright palette. Oh, I forgot to say how much this is. This is $6 and this is $10. It's like the only eyeshadow palette I have that's under $10, so we're going to use that. I use my AOA Studio ones. It's not common. I don't know how they are. Eyeliner, I use the Color Pop Cream liner. About $8. Mascara and eyebrows for AOA Studio, $0 each. And then I'm so pleased with how the eye look turned out, and that I have time on my for bronzer, I'm going to be using Give Me Some Sun palette from Session. This is in colors on their website, and I took off the dark. Thank you. Alright, once this comes back into stock on Makeup Obsession's website, I would very highly recommend getting it because it is very pigmented and it's affordable. I can barely see with these lashes on. I don't know how people do this all day. What did I pick for blush? Okay. Blush. I have, that is not, there it is, okay. For blush, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Color Icon in Nudist Society. This is like limited edition packaging, but this blush has been around for ages. And here's the color. It's like a peachy bronze color. Pinky bronze. And then I'm going to use this brush. This brush is from Sonia Kashuk, and I think it was also $10 about. I'd have to look at the receipt, but I lost the receipt because I bought it like a month and a half ago. And just tap that onto my cheekbones where I want it to sit. That's really pigmented. Oh, it looks like the whole side of my face has been bronzed. I might have to go over that with a powder. That might be a little bit too much. Just sweep it on my nose a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go over it with my powder brush really quick. I'm not gonna add any more powder, but I just kind of want to tone that down a pinch. Okay, and then for highlighter, I'm going to be using, this is like my favorite, one of my favorite highlighters. This one is from AOA Studio. I've had this for so long and I've used it so much that I've worn the label off. And this is in Amore. And it's like a nice pinky highlighter. Do you see the glow on that? And this is only $1 too, you guys. Like that. That is, oh, I love that highlighter. I love it so much. I forget how much I love it and then I use it and I'm like, oh, yes. Okay. Let me get lips really quick. All right, for lips, I'm gonna be using this Amore Shine liquid lip color in this shade Foxy Sexy. This is by Milani. I like the applicator on these because they are very pointed, so you can get like a good lip line on these without actually needing to use lip liner. Why am I so shadowed. I don't know. Maybe it's just the eyelashes. So there's the lips. And then the last thing we're going to do is set our faces down. And for that, I'm going to be using the Milani Make It Last Peach Scent one. This one is $10 exactly, I believe. Alright, you guys. And there we have it. That is this affordable makeup look all set. Listen, I am so pleased with myself for these eyes. Do you see? This is not a Shanna look. This is not a neutral smoky eye. This is like a purple, blue, blown out pink smoky eye. I have tempted, listen. I've been debating doing this for a while just so I would have more room to do like this type of like shaving off like the tail end of my eyebrow. Does that sound like, I don't know. I don't know, but then I get really scared. I don't know. But anyway, you guys, I'm really pleased with how this look turned out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I would very much greatly appreciate it. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you all in my next one. Bye.